right, Mr. Joshua, your Star Hero Guide, is back here on another amazing adventure with Annie the Ant. And if you didn't see the last video, make sure you check it out. We learned how to make an awesome, amazing bubble letter A. We took it from here and moved it to here, and we took this one from here and moved it to here. And you can see that if we start to unlock our amazing attitude, we will have a mastery in our amazing, unique style. So that's really awesome today, and I wanted to play a little further into the power of the letter A. So we haven't even drawn Annie the Ant yet. So what we can do now is we can have Annie the Ant come over here next to our amazing A's and have her come to life. So one thing important about Annie in her amazing ant self is she's always in a different style, because I'm amazing just how I am. So here's another one of my students. So this is Valentina's amazing Annie, and here is one of Benji's amazing Annies next to Anthony. And look, one of those Annies is on a meditation stool. So we have lots of amazing styles when it comes to Annie. So I want you to first check in and remind yourself that you are amazing, that I am amazing, and that Annie has the attitude and the awareness that everyone has an amazing style. So now let's break down Annie. So first, Annie is a big circle. And you can see my circle looks pretty fancy. You know why? Because I've practiced until I hit mastery. Because I love my students so much, I draw again and again and again. Okay, so again and again and again. Don't ever forget it. So now what I need to do next is come down, down. Ooh, I'm doing the wrong thing. I'm doing my hero self. So let's turn my hero self right here, and we'll put Annie next to me. So it's me and my hero. And there's my feet, my hand, okay, so I can put my awesome self in here, because I am the artist here with Annie. So now I have my amazing body. So that's my character design. That's my character. And we can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he's holding his finger up. Number 1, yay. Thank you, everybody, for playing. Let's put a little cape on there. Okay, so now we have me with my cape. So this is actually me, my style, but it hasn't actually become the details of Mr. Joshua. It's actually Mr. Joshua's cartoon character style. So it was inspired by a book, Is the Dragon Stole My Bubblegum? And they would draw their stick figure cartoon mixtures, which I love that style and I've never stopped. And that's how I even made Annie. So this right here, I'm leaving it without the details. I'll put my details last, but right now you can add your own hairstyle. We all are heart-conscious heroes. So our hero always has a heart on it, sometimes a star or a star heart. So you can see the self-love is where it starts. So you want to make sure you have your star heart so you can see how that comes out. But sometimes, every once in a while, I like to do a star heart, because that's about the star inside of us. But now that we have that, so now let's bring in Annie the ant, which is a circle. She's a little bit smaller than me, so I made her a little bit smaller. Then we can give her her little neck. And her body. Her legs. You see how I kind of did the same thing this time? Kind of like how I was doing this. That's where I got confused, is because my heads are all the same when it comes to my cartoons. Here's her bottom. She's an ant, so she's got her bottom on there. And I like to put little stripes for her bottom. Okay, then she's gonna be showing the ant. So I'm gonna do one curve like that. Then I'm gonna take from here, I'm gonna go like this. One. So she's like, ta-da! Now I need to put this other arm in here. Ta-da! That one's gonna be a little tricky, but you can do it. Ta-da! So I give her 4 arms instead of 4 legs because she's a hard worker, so I gave her extra arms. And then she's just as joyful as Mr. Joshua. Joyful Joshua is where it all started. And then I met the magical Tammy and Oliver, Kitty. So then I met them after Joyful Joshua. And that's where I have all my joyful characters are now here to help me tell the stories of Kindergarten Masterclass. So that's Annie. That could be Anthony. So right now, that's an ant. It actually doesn't really have a distinction between the masculine or the feminine or the boy and the girl. But this is Annie. So Annie usually has a little bow or a flower. So I'm gonna give her a flower in honor of my grandma, because my grandma loved to draw these flowers. She was one of the artists in my family. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna put my hero hairdo, because that's what I look like when I'm a hero. And now we have Annie the ant and Mr. Joshua, your Star Hero Guide. And we can write A, N, N, I, Annie, and then we can do Mr. J O S H U A. So Annie and Mr. Joshua. And we're going to put up here A for attitude. So instead of writing A for attitude, let's just write attitude. So we're going to do like this. We're going to go curve. And then we're going to say, so I don't want to do the letter A right on the line. I want to do it a little bit above the line. So if I imagine there was another line here and there was a little bit of space, I would put A, T T I T U D E, attitude, and then it is a star attitude. So let's see, up, down. This one's tricky. You give it your best shot. This one you might not get right on the first try. You may have to do it again and again. So in, out, out. In. And we know where that middle dot there is, so we gotta go out, back, and in. So we have a star attitude. Okay, so now we have the star attitude. We wanna write our date on there. So this one, for me, is 5/29/2023. Okay, so that's me, Annie, and Mr. Joshua, your Star Hero Guide, presenting the amazing letter A and how we can use our artistic skills to bring it to life and express our unique style with the amazing attitude of an artist in the letter A. That is all for today. I'm Mr. Joshua, your Star Hero Guide, and this is Annie the Ant. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.